What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Anthony K. Thomas from Wrestling with Rumors, and this is the recap for Saturday night's main event. So let's get into it. Saturday night's main event, the last time for John Cena, kicks off with Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes. And this was a great match. You get Obafemi in the middle of the ring, and he just belongs. You just feel how much he belongs already on the main roster and just stepping up to Cody Rhodes. You would think it's a PLE, and Obafemi is about to have an opportunity against Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. It had that feel to it. It was a great match from start to finish. And the way the match ends, it ends in a DQ as Drew McIntyre gets into the ring, goes on the attack on Cody Rhodes, ending the match. And Obafemi not okay with this and shows Drew McIntyre just how he feels about that. He shut with a shove. And then Cody Rhodes gets back in the ring, hits the cutter. Drew McIntyre gets up and then feels the power of a choke slam by Obafemi. Incredible. Obafemi main roster ready. 2026 is a year to look out for Obafemi on the main roster. Hopefully, for sure, on SmackDown. And as it looks, once he gets into the main roster, he possibly already has a main roster, his first main roster rivalry in Drew McIntyre. So something to possibly look out for in that. But an excellent way to kick us off on Saturday night's main event. We get to the second match, Bayley versus Sol Ruca. Another great match between Bayley and Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca stepped up, showed out in this match. Shows why she belongs on the main roster with the rest of the main roster talent, whether it's on Raw or SmackDown. Hopefully on SmackDown. But she gets in this match and gets the win against Bayley. And this was a huge win for Sol Ruca as she defeats a multi-time women's world champion, former women's tag team champion. Insane. Incredible. So great for Sol Ruca to get that win. Huge win. Something to look out for. Hopefully they run it back once Sol Ruca gets into the main roster. We will see, right? We will see. Third match of the night was AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans versus Leon Slater. And from the second the bell rung, this match went from 0 to 60 like that. Damn is what I'll say. Non-stop, high-flying, in the ring, out the ring. Javon Evans getting bouncy. Leon Slater. These guys are incredible as a team, separate or together. They are two incredible talents, and the match they gave us, damn, right? This you could feel like this should have been for the tag team titles, even though AJ Styles and Dragon Lee got the win in this match. You take nothing away from Javon Evans and Leon Slater, who showed up and showed out. Even though Leon Slater is a TNA talent, the amount of WWE TV time Leon Slater has gotten leaves no question to me, at least to me, and this might just be me, that he is absolutely a future WWE superstar. As I feel, and I can feel it, like he's getting the same kind of treatment that Joe Hendry got when Joe Hendry was part of TNA, and how much we saw him on NXT, on WWE TV, and it feels the same way with Leon Slater. I know Leon Slater has that X Division Championship, and he ain't going anywhere from TNA anytime soon. But as far as the future looks for Leon Slater, I'm saying it's very good, and I can confidently say in predicting that Leon Slater is absolutely a future WWE superstar. Absolutely. And whether he starts in NXT and goes into the main roster or goes right into the main roster, In saying that, I see Javon Evans and Leon Slater as a team in WWE future tag team champions. Main roster in the main roster, absolutely. It was great. That was great. Great match. Then, before we get to the main event, we got Miz in the ring, yelling, hollering, saying how he didn't feel like he was important enough to be added into Cena's farewell. Didn't get a match with Cena during the farewell tour. And then out comes R-Truth. R-Truth gets up on the Miz and says, "You did something very inappropriate with Adam Pearce's balls." And that was Nick Aldis. Pardon, Nick Aldis balls. And what was that? That was that was the Miz switching out whoever's name got picked for his name, so he can have a second go around in that tournament. And the name that was read, he gave it to the Miz. Took the ball and opened it up and looked at the name and then read the name on there, and it was Joe Hendry. And out comes Joe Hendry. A great moment between the Miz and Joe Hendry as Joe Hendry puts the Miz down. A little help from R-Truth, but still Joe Hendry put him down. It was a great moment between Joe Hendry and R-Truth. Nice way to have this last segment. A good way to get Joe Hendry, R-Truth, and the Miz as part of Saturday night's main event for one last time for John Cena. So that was great, and possibly a match in the future to look out for with Joe Hendry versus the Miz. Now that Joe Hendry is a WWE superstar, so something to look out for in the near future. And main event: Gunther versus John Cena. Gunther comes out, and then it's John Cena. And John Cena coming out, you feel it in the air, the emotions, the goosebumps, the electricity, the crowd in unison yelling, "Let's go Cena." Not a single person yelling, "Cena sucks." All of them in unison yelling, "Let's go Cena." And it was a battle, as it is when you're in a match with Gunther. It is not going to be an easy cross of the bridge. It is going to be a battle, a Mount Everest of a battle. And that's what it was in Gunther versus John Cena. They were in the ring. They were out the ring. At one point, John Cena hit a double A to Gunther through the announcer's table. But at the end of the match, Gunther made John Cena tap. And it was just like the air in the arena was taken out. It was like Gunther defeating John Cena had the same feeling as Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 and defeating the streak, giving The Undertaker his first loss at WrestleMania, and that's what that felt like. And Gunther earning the name, the career killer, as he beat Goldberg in his final match, in his retirement match, and now doing the same to John Cena. So Gunther earned that name, and Gunther making John Cena tap out shot himself up as, if not the top heel in WWE. And we get to Monday, and the deafening of boos when Gunther steps out and goes into the ring is I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out, and how this goes forward for Gunther moving forward, because this is a notch. This is a huge notch for Gunther to be the one to defeat John Cena in his final match. So how it looks for Gunther moving forward, I am curious and I am hopeful for him. And as far as how it looks for him moving forward, I think it'll go a lot better for him than it did for Baron Corbin, when Baron Corbin defeated Kurt Angle in his final match at WrestleMania, and nothing really came from it, as it should have from Baron Corbin, but it didn't. So I look forward to seeing how that looks for Gunther moving forward as the one that defeated John Cena and made him tap out. And that's it. That was Saturday night's main event. Saturday night, after the match, John Cena was surrounded by his peers. He was shown a video. He left his shoes, his sneakers, Skechers, and his wristbands in the middle of the ring as he walks out. You had Cody Rhodes and CM Punk give him the the WWE world title, the WWE Championship and the world title for him to walk around with one last time. And after all of that, he walks away. Before he walks away, he turns around and looks at all of us, looks at the crowd, gives us one final salute, and then that's it. And on Monday, we begin a new chapter in WWE, a chapter without John Cena as an in-ring competitor. John Cena will still be a part of WWE as an ambassador, and how that looks, especially as busy of a schedule John Cena has. It's just, we'll just watch as it looks. As far as I know, it's a 5-year deal as an ambassador. As far as Hall of Fame looks like, I don't know if it'll be 2026 that we'll get John Cena in the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be surprised if they announce John Cena for the Hall of Fame in 2026. Definitely won't be surprised if they do that. I could see a 27. But just as far as everything goes, and this whole year just went by so fast, and just how fast this retirement tour started from that first episode of Monday Night Raw in a new era of Raw on Netflix, all the way to now, and the speculations and the fantasy booking that we had of John Cena's last match and what that looked like, and who could it be, especially at the time when he won the championship at WrestleMania, thinking how that was going to look with him holding on to that championship all the way to this very night. And it's just funny how, well, not funny, but it just goes how it goes. It's like life. WWE, wrestling is life. Everything is unexpected. There are so many things that are so uncontrollable, and you need to, and it's an important lesson to focus on the controllable, on the things you can control. And if you ever want to feel alive and remind yourself just how alive you are, pro wrestling does that every time. Pro wrestling makes you feel something, makes you feel that you are alive. It makes you happy and sad, and you cry uncontrollably at times. Pro wrestling is life. WWE is life. And thank you, John Cena. Thank you, John Cena. And he is immortalized forever. And that'll do it for now. And as far as what's next, new episode of Wrestling with Rumors drops tomorrow. On Monday, I am dropping my latest edition of Let's Talk Wrestling called The Last Run of John Cena. So look out for that. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And for any video that you watch on the channel, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and thank you, John Cena. And don't forget to take care of yourselves, to all of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, y'all.